Visibility builds credibility. These days I was reading this book. I was in fact not watching, not reading. I was listening this book of Peter Montoya named The Brand Called You. One thing that impacted me was this phrase, visibility builds credibility. And on the other side, he also mentioned that lack of visibility will damage your credibility. The reason why I'm creating this video and this YouTube channel is because many in the gaming industry are focused only on developing their skills, technical skills, but not taking the time to build visibility. And they think that going to an event will be enough to make connections and finding opportunities in the future. It is not. And in the next few minutes, I will try to change your perspective about your approach or your current approach that is not helping you building the career that you want. But first, like, subscribe, ring the bell, share this, and please add your comments and your thoughts about everything we're going to talk in a second. This is the Game Creator Accelerator channel, and I am Tony Muñoz. Now, let's go back to the subject. For the last years and months, I've been working with my mentees, my students in the Game Creator Accelerator, and we always mention, not only there, but also in this channel, two main pillars that any creator should follow to have a successful career in video games. And these pillars are create and share. The question I want to bring to you today is, are you spending all your time creating but not sharing? Different to any other industries, let's say that you are an accountant, you don't have to build too much visibility about what you're doing. You just follow a path that is set for you. But in the case of the entertainment industry, the fact that you don't have visibility talks a lot about you. In fact, it's not talking about you. And what is probably happening to you is that you don't feel that your portfolio or the things that you've been creating are perfect. In fact, you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to take 3 months, 6 months to perfect this game that I have so I can add just one line inside my portfolio. And during all that time, you lost precious time, my precious time, to be more visible, to show the progress instead of showing the final result, to build connections not only with recruiters or studios and peers and professionals of the gaming industry, but also to a future audience that will support anything that you are going to create. By staying invisible, you lost the opportunity to build trust, to build feedback, to get recognition. Do not confuse being visible to bragging about you. Bragging is an attitude. It's not only an action. You are sharing with the rest of the world what you are doing. And in that process, you are making connections and you are leaving a footprint. That last part was awesome. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Let me tell you what happened recently. I was invited to this beautiful event as part of a panel that will provide with some feedback to students that were presenting their projects, their video games, for the first time. They were about to get graduated. For my astonishing surprise, every time that I checked the person presenting the project on LinkedIn, I realized that most of them didn't have more than 50 connections. And some of them already received my invitation to connect and they didn't answer. They were so focused on creating their projects and studying, understanding the technology that they put aside the other essential element to have success in the gaming industry. Make connections and share what you are doing. But then I decided to go a bit further. So I inspect their LinkedIn and check what they were doing, what was the description and what other social medias they were using to present themselves and their projects. To my surprise, I didn't find much. How is it possible that these creators don't have a YouTube channel where they are showing the progress of their projects? They need to establish a presence. And I can tell you how important this is. I created this channel on one side to present you how great Unreal is and how many things you can create with that. It is a great inspiration to have a tool like Unreal today. But then you have to use the tools and the things that you are creating and start showing step by step that process. And don't worry, all things will start with a simple block, a block that is moving in several, maybe not all directions. But eventually that blog will become a character, and that character will be surrounded by a beautiful environment and will be challenged by other blogs at the beginning and then great characters at the end. But you need to start now. And please don't take this that like I am shaming these students. I'm just showing a pattern that most people in the gaming industry are following. Break that pattern. Because even if your work is good or excellent, without visibility, you don't exist. Every studio, recruiter, and fan follows only those that shows that consistency, that visibility. And the trick part of visibility is this. And let's present this example with portfolios. Usually when you present your portfolio in a PDF or on LinkedIn, you add just one line that says that project that you've been working on. But there is no progression. There is not, okay, where this starts, where it is at this moment, and what are you planning to do in the future? And it's just a PDF. It's something that is static on your LinkedIn. Now let's say that you get to LinkedIn and you share a post. Great, now you have more visibility. In fact, a good one because it's professional visibility. But at the end, it will be lost in time. But if you create a post on YouTube, that post will last forever. And once you reach the right audience, which is possible because the algorithm in time will know who you are, then you will spread in different directions and you reach a bigger audience. It's not a conference where you connect with some people and after the conference, you lost contact and you cannot spread in more directions. But with YouTube and a combination of YouTube with LinkedIn, you are destined to grow. And in that process, your visibility. But here's the part that might generate some friction. Peter Montoya also mentioned in his book that try to do an exercise. Go outside and try to not find a presence of McDonald's around you. Just take your car, walk around your city, and try to not find an advertisement of McDonald's. What is the power of McDonald's is the constant visibility, the consistency showing their brand. Are the hamburgers of McDonald's the best hamburger in the world? No, but the visibility that they have makes you always think like McDonald's as an option when you are hungry. And in a certain way, people associate the visibility, the power of visibility, with some level of quality, which takes us to the idea that Peter Montoya presents that visibility creates the illusion of quality. Why? Because it's in every corner and because it's been there for a very long time. They have been consistent. And here's where you're probably thinking, wow, so I can be a crappy developer and have a great visibility and be successful? I don't believe you, Tony. Haven't you heard some developers saying, I don't consider myself a brilliant developer, but on the other side, they have a successful career and any studio will kill to have them on their team, but they are not interested to follow that path. They are successful, independent creators. Why? Well, according to them, it's not because they are brilliant creators or brilliant developers, but in every case, you can see that they have a brilliant presence, brilliant connection with their audience. They build bridges with their audience. YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. They are constantly promoting what they're doing. They present devlogs. They invite people to test. They invite the opinion, the comments, ideas. That is the key of their success. It is not coding. Yeah, of course, they need coding because they have to create their stuff. But the main element is the visibility. You need to balance your two pillars, create and share. Visibility through sharing is what builds credibility. And with credibility comes opportunities. And I know that sometimes it's difficult to do that. I'm not saying that the game of video games is an easy path. The steps are easy, but what is complex is the consistency and the plan you should follow to have success in this industry. Don't wait until your game is perfect. Start sharing the not perfect project, the not perfect steps. And with that, start building your presence. Every post, every devlog, every connection is one more step closer to become visible and credible. And if you want to take this path and you don't know how to do it, let's have a chat. There is a link in the description to set a Zoom one-on-one with me. Let's talk about the Game Creator Accelerator mentorship program and figure out together if this can change your life forever. This is the Game Creator Accelerator channel. I am Tony Muñoz, and remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share to help me spread the word about this channel and help more and more people create video games that I also want to play. Until next time, keep creating, keep sharing, and most importantly, keep dreaming big. I'll see you soon, my fellow creators.